trauma, first of all, there are traumatic events, and then there is whether we are traumatized by them. And the same event could happen to two different people. One person's system could be able to process that event, and the other person's, it could be too much for that system, right? Overcapacity. Just like you could think about, any kind of computer or system that's just, it has too much energy running through it, right? And that whether that happens, whether one person is traumatized from an event or not, it has to do with a ton of different factors. So what's the previous experience? What's the genetic experience? Is that person able to get away or in some fashion assert their agency in that moment? That's a really, really important part I'm sure we'll come back to in the conversation. So there's a really big difference in the experience if we're able to leave or fight back versus if we can't. And some of that, mainly all of that is not really our choice. Sometimes there's a lot of shame around trauma and around a very common traumatic response that the body has, which is to freeze. And that's not a choice. That's not, playing dead or pretending. That is the body freezes. And there is no choice. That's not a conscious choice that the person is making. Although, survivors will often feel like, why didn't I go? Things like that. So there's so much going on here in the case of a kind of, instantaneous or ongoing traumatic events. Like you said,